What's up, guys? It's Cats Flare, and today I'm going to teach you how to make, my thumbnails, as you can see by the title. Before we start today's video, please like and subscribe, because it will really help the channel. Also, check out some of my long form content, because, you might get some quick laughs in like 20 minutes. Yeah. Okay, we're in here in Catalog Avatar, and I made my background blue. You can make it blue, green, pink, whatever you want it to be. But, I just made mine blue because, blue just looks better to me. Pink hurts my eyes. I guess green's okay. I think green screen's probably the best, or blue. I don't really suggest pink, but, you can do whatever you want. Okay. So the first step I'm gonna show y'all guys how to do like the normal ones where you just like do like you don't have to draw anything on your characters. Let's do laugh. Okay, and let's say I'm like my video idea is like reacting to TikToks. No, guys, that's not an actual video idea. I'm not gonna spoil any videos. No videos are being spoiled today. If you want like a bigger head, just go to body, go to scale, and then you can resize your head or not. I like making my head bigger just to get that chibi style, but you know, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Anyways, how do I pose my character? It's pretty easy. You just click on these little sparks right here. You click right here. You turn your character how you want it to be. Like, it's pretty easy to do so. And it's kind of, think of Studio or just a place where you can adjust your avatar. It's pretty easy to do so. And you can make some quick and easy poses with it. I'm gonna try and find some better lighting so my face is more clearer. Then you're obviously going to need to take a screenshot of, your face or whatever you need to take a screenshot of. So I'm just going to take a screenshot of myself. In your search bar, search jukeboxprint.com and find, remove background. As you can see, I have some like more images of my thumbnail characters in here. Obviously, they don't have faces because I like to draw on my faces. But since this is a beginner tutorial, and maybe you don't know how to draw faces, I won't give that for now. Okay, anyways, all you need to do is click upload images. Then you're gonna upload your image. And now we wait. And then it just clears the background. Some of the blue parts, like inside here, oh shoot, oh my gosh, might still be there. So it's not like a bigly perfect background remover. It won't remove all of these, and it's probably because it's too little like details, and it might think it's part of the character, but that's okay. You can just remove it in like your art software. Okay, so let's say you want to do a murder mystery background. So maybe you want to do a glossy one. Like, I like searching on Google for these type of stuff. So let's go to images. And here are some like good images you can use for your backgrounds. I usually suggest like a lobby like this because it might be like more generic and people will really recognize the murder mystery lobby. So
Okay, the third step is like putting it all together. For the custom size, since I'm using IPS Paint, the custom size is 1280 pixels by 720 pixels for the thumbnail YouTube size. So let's do custom. Let's import our photo. I basically have like a bunch of Roblox stuff on here because I'm going to do Roblox. Okay, now we're just going to zoom in our murder mystery background like that. Click cancel. That. And we're just going to put wherever you want to put your character. I'm just going to put mine in the middle. Kind of make it like the main focus because I want them to also focus on me. Okay, so now we're going to remove like the blue stuff. Can zoom in. And just quickly remove that. Alright, so the blue stuff is basically gone. Now you can clearly see the image. No blue stuff, except for that little tear right there. Alright, now you can either do adjust color if you want to. I think I suggest like brightness and contrast because hue and saturation makes it a little bit distorted and I don't really like that. So we're just going to do brightness and contrast. Then we're gonna go to style and we're gonna use stroke both. You can use a border thing on Safari if you don't have like this feature, but you know, IBS has this feature, so why would I go to Safari and search up something? I'm just gonna double stroke it, and IBS lets you add many filters to one image, so it's good. I can like double stroke it. So as you can see, made it white, and then I double stroked it black. You know, you can kind of see my character as main focus. Now, instead of blurring the background, I like to do it a filter, like manually blurring the background. I like it a filter, the gas and blur, and then I can blur it as much as I want to, how I want to. But I'm just gonna blur it just like that, and we're just gonna add a layer. Now I'm gonna go to filter again, and I think, was it style? I'm not sure. Now I'm unsure. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. So you need to go to draw, and then you need to switch radical line. You need to make it white, and you can obviously copy my settings. I'm just gonna scroll down for my settings if you want them. These are all my settings. All right, and then I'm just gonna put it to a lower opacity. These might be for like more hyper games, kind of ish. So you might not want this, but you know, I guess it's pretty good. You might not want the zoom. So I'm just gonna put myself right here. You can move your character as much as you want, by the way. But you know, I already said it in the beginning of it. I'm just gonna keep it in the middle. Okay, I like to sometimes do this to my characters. It's not common. I'm starting to do it a little bit more. But I like to kind of, you know, go in and outline kind of the hands. Because as you can see, they're kind of pixelated, especially on mobile. Mobile doesn't always have the best quality. Yeah, mobile sometimes sucks and decides, hey, we're not going to have good quality today. Oh, no. You know, there's always a difference in quality in mobile, PC, whatever. But I always like to outline the hand. To, like, just define the hand. I don't know. Like, the viewer might want to know what's the hand, what's the foot, what's the blah, blah, blah. It might just help, like, the viewer define like your thumbnail, and I think it just makes it a little bit more cartoonish. So like, if you want yours more cartoonish, or you want me to teach you how I draw my faces, that could also be an option for you. Alright, and I added that. I'm also going to add it to my face, and I'm going to make it a little bit thicker, just so it can match it a bit. And there we go. There's a little outline. And I'm thinking it kind of looks good already. But, you know, it could be a little bit more. I want to try and add font behind the background, maybe a little bit of it like the laughing. Okay, so the lava icon is going to be pretty easy to do. All we need to do is add another layer. Oh shoot, I accidentally clicked on that. And then we're just going to click Felt Tip Pen Hard or whatever pen you're using for this process. Okay, now we're just going to make some simple triangles. Like that. These might help convey like emotion to the viewer on the thumbnail, and I think it just really, makes your thumbnail pop, and it's really nice to have. Anyways, you're going to make a layer at the bottom of that, and then you're just going to color it how you want. I'm just going to select orange, because orange is pretty nice to use. Orange is kind of like the popped color. There's not like a lot of orange on this thumbnail, so it might like bring out the viewer's attention. Like, oh, there's no orange on this thumbnail. It's kind of contrasting, and they might find it very nice. Okay, and that's it. Then we're going to select this layer, the outline layer of the little things. You can remove it if you want, but for mine, it kind of looks ugly. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to click this down arrow, and we're just going to merge the layers. And then you can also do the same thing with this one if you want to, but sometimes I don't like to do that because I don't know why. Anyways, now that we added that, I think it's time for some text behind the character. Okay, how you add emojis and text and everything, you just need to select text, add text, and then you're gonna type your text, whatever you want to type. Ha 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 ha, funny gameplay, a little bit of your title, what do you want to type? So this time, you know, you can kind of see that how I'm laughing in this thumbnail. So I think it would make sense if I put ha 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 at the back of me. And that's like, that kind of conveys the mood a bit. And I'm going to make it a bit bigger. And actually, I'm going to make it smaller because stupid font does not want to do what I say. Okay, and there you go. Now we're just going to move this layer to the back of it. And then we're going to choose transform. We're going to make this bigger. Going to choose eraser. I'm going to erase it. You can erase it how you want, actually. I'm just going to make this bigger so it can kind of, you know, go back there. hate that it does that. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Guys, IBS is annoying to work with. Okay, I'm just gonna edit. I'm gonna edit the text, and I'm just gonna make it smaller, so that way I can make it bigger and it can actually fit. Okay, we need more. Can I? You know what? I've officially given up. Just gonna put ha 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 in the background. If you want to add any emojis, you can, of course, can. We're just gonna put emoji. We're gonna put like a laughing emoji, and we're just gonna turn it. You can put it back there if you want. I don't usually put emojis in my thumbnail, so that's a no-go for me. I usually kind of do this for my simplistic thumbnails. These thumbnails are pretty simple, easy to do. You'll want me to show you how to do my actual thumbnails. They take like 2 hours. But this was just a simple tutorial for all those people who just want, simple thumbnails for their videos. Anyways, I'm Cat Flare.